welcome to this level 28 episode of Voodu Warlock 2022. Since the last episode, I did the epic giant hold flaggers, so return to Cabal for 1, return to Madstone, return to Prison of Plains, and return to Tor. I wanted to be flagged for Fall of Truth. Since this is a final life, I want to get flagged for all the raids, even though that isn't a very popular raid and there's nothing in it that I can think of that really has any relevance by today's standards. Although it does remain the best source of commendations of heroism if you need those for, they don't have a lot of uses, but you can get some augments out of Giant Hold and upgrade some web stuff, caught in the web raid loot. In addition to those quests, I also did the entire Stormhorns chain. That gives Harper favor, and I did get my second tier of Harper, so I'm done acquiring Harper favor. So I got all the hit points and skills from that I need. Let's take a look at the Destiny. Looks like I got some points unspent from having done that chain, but this is where things are right now. I did pick up the rest of the Imbue dice. I don't know if I'll stick with that at endgame or not, but because I'm limited to how many points what I can spend. I don't have access to tier 5 yet. I'm just spending points elsewhere just to get some kind of benefit from those extra points. Can't emphasize enough that if you're not doing Shifter, then there's not really any reason to go Draconic Incarnation. So you could try Primal Avatar, possibly Shirati Champion, something to support, whatever you like. The single reason why I'm in this Destiny is because of Draconic Rage, which allows me to cast while raging. So I can burst, etc. while raging. Nothing more on the Reaper point front. Can't spend these, pick up these cores until level 30. Everything else is maxed out. For my feat at this level, got Legendary Shield Mastery, or Perfect Shield Mastery, excuse me, and that is the Destiny feat, so that is the fourth of the Shield Mastery lines: Shield Mastery, Greater Shield Mastery, Improved Shield Mastery, and Perfect Shield Mastery. All four of them improve the hit points of heroic durability, and you can only benefit from a total of 4 combat stances in that way for a total of 100% bonus. And so we've got that covered. We're getting maximum hit point bonuses from combat stances or combat feats, whatever the proper terminology is for them. Here's where the character sheet is right now. So as I said, for so much of my leveling through this whole series, I've been doing quests outside of my normal routine. Epic, I blow by epics doing some just really fast XP, literally going from 20 to 29 in about 7 hours. And so I want to go over what that routine is. And here it is. I will include a link to this in the video description. So as soon as I get to 20, and this is with a 20% pot, but you don't have to drink a pot if you don't want to, or if you have a bigger pot, then it's going to take even less time. But it usually takes me about 7 hours of actual quest time to get through this. So the first thing I do is I collect my heroic sagas when I get to 20. Typically Feywild, Ravenloft. It doesn't say that, but now I do Isle of Dread, Giant Hold, Sharn, Cogs. Not necessarily all of them, but I'll get about a third of a level out of that. And then I go to Grim Disturbance in the King's Forest, and I knock out my 7,500 Slayers in usually less than an hour with a 200% Slayer pot. I talked about that before. I will include a link again in this video description. Actually, the link on how to find Grim Disturbance is right there, so I'll just include a link to this in the video description. And at that point, I'm going to be level 2, and that takes less than an hour. Then I do the 6 Evening Star challenges on CR30. That is with a group. Those are all timed. It takes just over an hour to do those. And now I'm level 23 with 2 hours spent. At 23, I would Zerg the big epic leveling quests. And, you know, that includes some of my favorites: Lords of Dust, Offering of Blood, Spies in the House, which you're going to do max 25 for full bonus across the board. Wiz King, Von 3-4, max level 26 for full bonus, XP bonus across the board. Two-Toed Tobias, max 29, full XP across the board. Maybe Epic Delirious. I didn't do that this life. Through Mirror Darkly, I did that. And I probably should include What Goes Up on this list. That's a really good one. In fact, that's going to be the quest shown in the video today. We'll talk more about that in a minute. So that's 2 more hours. So I'm level 25 with a total of 4 hours spent. I spent about 2 hours zerging the R1 dailies. At that point, I'll drink another 200% Slayer pot. Go out to Epic Orchard. You can easily get 7,500 kills when you got a full group. You want at least 4 members in a group for max spawns, but you're going to really want to have 6 people in the group for max Slayers. Just in case you're new and you're not familiar with how Slayers work in DDO, everybody gets credit for every kill in the group, no matter who does it. So if there's 6 people killing, everybody gets credit for every kill that all 6 of those people do. It's very easy, and you don't need a bunch of nukers to do it. To get your 7,500 kills in under an hour. We typically do it in about 45 minutes. So I'm level 27 at that point with 5 hours total spent. At that point, we'll go out to Barovia, have another 200% Slayer pot. You're going to want to have 6 people in the group again. 4 for maximum, mob density, but again 6 for faster killing. At least 4 for maximum mob density. And you're going to have at least one person do the downhill run from Amber, and that's a good indication of when you can reset. Is once the person gets all the way to the bottom of the hill at the crossroads, that's when you recall reset and just go in again. And 45 minutes you can max out your Slayers in Barovia with a 200% pot and a full group. So now I'm about level 28.5 with 6 hours total spent. At that point, I've got anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes left on my 200% Slayer pot. And I like to go out to Epic Saltmarsh as a finisher, using the rest of that pot. I have a video on a tour of Saltmarsh rares. It's great to do Saltmarsh rares because not only are you going to get a little bit of Slayers in between, and you're going to get XP for doing those rares, but the chests drop a lot of great things, including 1,000 XP sentient stones. You're going to get lots of common named items, then they're high level, so they're worth a good amount of sentient XP. You're going to build up your star fragments, and you have a rare chance to get the nebula fragment. And again, XP along the way. And usually at that point, I'm level 29, and that's about as far as I take it, because at 29, I typically will start doing Legendary Reapers. But if you were trying to race to 30 for some reason, and you didn't want to do Legendary Reapers, you could from there go out to Thunderhome and drink another 200% Slayer pot, and get your 7,500 kills in about an hour. You're going to want to have at least 6 to 8 people. That is a raid Slayer group. A lot of times people don't like to max it out with 12 though, because that can cause a lot of lag. So it's about 7 hours to get from 20 to 30, and you don't need to be a baller to do it. It's mostly just Slayers and relatively easy difficulty stuff. Even the R1 epic leveling dailies, the point is doing with a group, and that makes them really fast. So that's what I typically do for my epic routine. All right, so the quest we're doing in this episode is What Goes Up. That's the capstone quest in Stormhorns. So this is another one that kind of like Shadow Crypt or Through a Mirror Darkly that people like to have an opener for. This one was worth massive XP, and just in case you've been away from the game for a long time, years ago when it came out in 2013, this one might have taken a while to run, but by today's standards, it doesn't take that long. You can fly through it on R1 and get big XP. It's a good one to become familiar with. Just like with Shadow Crypt, people can, have an alt maybe that they don't run much, or that just sits at cap, that's flagged for it. They bring it into the group. Other people can enter. They drop the alt. And then once somebody's in the quest, anybody else can go in regardless of whether you're flagged. So flagging for it might be kind of a, something you don't want to do every life. but you know, a lot of people want that big, big, big XP out of what goes up. And we're just doing a grab off the live stream for this one, and it's just a real casual, you know, very casual and distracted version of me going through what goes up. In fact, I don't even do a good. I don't really explain what's going on, which I wish, because I didn't really think about that I was going to use it. But level 28, you know, there isn't really any other content that I feel like I need to show, and that's a good one, just to show how it's really good XP. It could be done pretty quickly. Let's take a look at the gear. One of the pieces that has changed is my legendary hardened hide armor. This does come out of Good Intentions in the harbor. I did the heroic for my level 19 quest, so the legendary version just plays out the same. It's just scaled for legendary. This was my endgame armor, but that's going to change to dinosaur armor, most likely. So, but this has some really nice fortification on it, quality fortification, as well as regular and exceptional healing amplification. The epic nimbleness lets me benefit from higher max dodge for the armor. This is one of the highest max dodge medium armors in the game. So, big fort, nice heal amp, big dodge out of it. Got a diamond of spellcraft 19 in there. There is a level 28 version, the legendary dashing gloves, that has higher stats, higher resonant, higher sonic lore, higher quality charisma, higher quality perform. I used to have those, but I must have, you know, fed them a while back because, well, I used to use a legendary set of legendary green steel 5-piece, was called an ender set, but I don't use that anymore. So I must have got rid of it because, you know, I used legendary green steel gloves. So I don't have the legendary dashing gloves to show you, but again, those come out of the end chest of legendary good intentions, and we did that one during heroic, and the legendary version is the same. If you want to get those, it's a nice set of level 28 gloves if you're looking for, you know, a place to get, you know, resonance and sonic lore from. I won't be wearing that at endgame. I will be wearing a different set of gloves. And I also have, this also used to be my endgame shield here. And the legendary dashing gloves were my endgame gloves at one point, years ago. But this was my endgame shield until Charn came out, and I switched to the legendary crystalline ward. But I thought, you know, this is level 28, so I thought I'd show it. It's got nice devotion, healing amplification, the healer's bounty, small percentage to cast a heal spell on the user when you take damage, and improved demonic shield. Each time you are hit in melee combat, there's a chance that demonic shield of energy will grant you 120 profane bonus temporary hit points. So demonic shield procs way, way, way more often than the healer's bounty. Both of those abilities, healer's bounty and improved demonic shield, are actually available through augments now, and so the improved demonic shield augment is going to be part of my endgame gear set, and we'll talk about that more when we get there. I don't know if healer's bounty will be fit in. We'll see. I'll have to redo a lot of things when I get to endgame. Everything else is the same as the previous episode, so, well, I guess we'll just quickly go over it. Summoner Spectacles, the crafted level 20 bracers, Lantern Ring, Flightfoot Greaves, Dashing Gloves, Circle of Malevolence, Heroic Green Steel Mineral 2 Belt, Epic Elite Ghost Waking Cloak, Epic Voice of the Master, level 15 crafted Charisma and Spell Saves, and level 13 crafted Intimidate, Spell Focus Mastery, and Insightful Magical Sheltering. And the Epic Scepter of Radiance is still my weapon. Alright, I think that does it. Please enjoy a very casual run and very distracted run of R1 What Goes Up. Tell you what goes up, the percentage on this hype train if you cheer or gift a subscription or just subscribe. That's what goes up. 2 minutes on the clock. 14% on the way to level 6. This one may have stalled. I think we were just going for the bonus hour there, but, you know, if you don't have all the hype train emotes, you can get one. Right meow. Level 5 is the highest level hype train emote, you know, and if you've got all the 5s but you're missing a lower level one, it'll backfill them. That's right. Nobody messes with the Union.
That's right! Nobody messes with the Union!
You tell them, Kobold. Alright, we've got a minute 20. 1 minute 20 seconds. Big level 5 hype train emote is on the table. All you gotta do is reach out and grab it. All you gotta do to get it is subscribe or gift at least 1 sub or cheer at least 100 bits. So many options. Time is running out.
Treasure 100 points.
Jabberwookie, thank you for the cheer. 16% on the way to 6. Final minute of play. Final minute of play on this level 5 hype train STN. I know, right? Oh man, we need to show up at Twitch headquarters with, like, you know, burning torches and pitchforks and stuff. It's the, you know, it's the hype train emote brigade. You know what I'm saying? 35 seconds, folks. Super extra special. Last chance to board this hype train. Get your ticket to ride this hype train just by subscribing or gifting at least 1 sub or cheering at least 100 bits. So many options, so little time. I think we're going to be waving goodbye to this hype train in just 20 seconds. 15. 10. Get ready to wave goodbye to it. 5 seconds. And there it goes. Thanks so much for the big hype train, folks. Thanks for the afternoon enthusiasm. Nice. Appreciate you guys wanting another bonus hour. Here I am. We're going to go to at least 6 p.m. Eastern. You know, we need to get Samuel L. Jackson to campaign for us. We need some MF and emotes and this MF and hype train. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. Maybe that could be Quentin Tarantino's last movie. He said the next one's going to be the last one. He doesn't even know what it's going to be yet. I saw an interview with him, and he was like, I don't even know what a movie is anymore. It's like, last time I made a movie, you went to see it with your family at the theater. I don't know. I guess you watch it on Netflix now or something. But he said his next one's going to be his last one. Maybe he could make a movie about, you know, with Samuel L. Jackson petitioning Twitch to get more hype train emotes. If he doesn't know how movies are watched today, what do you think the odds are that Quentin Tarantino even knows what Twitch is? Say no more emotes again. One more time. I dare you. I double dare you. What? What ain't no live streaming platform I ever heard of? They speak English? What? Oh man, I don't know. That's his masterpiece, you know. I don't know if he should even touch it. I feel like he could do like a web short, you know. That's what we need right there as a permanent hireling. You know how they have the gold seal hirelings? Right there, baby. Like a little medium-sized dragon. That would be so damn cool. Think about how many people would want that. You know what I'm saying? Why do I gotta think of this stuff? I've been saying this for years. But they've had some good ones. I gotta say, you know, they're better than they used to be. I can't put on my necklace of glib tongue because that doesn't count for UMD. So let's see. I guess I was successful in opening them all. No, I mean like a permanent gold seal hireling that you get with like an ultimate fan bundle kind of thing, like a Froggo and a whatever, the teal, you know, or Onyx Panther, etc. We'll be taking a $5 after this one. I'm taking a break in like an hour and a half or something. It's the end of the chain anyways. I think I've done this whole chain without taking a break. That's just crazy. I can never remember where to go. In this one, I just run around until I find something. I got to get like a crest and then talk to the guy and then, you know, some stuff. Already went down there. Oh, they're random. Hey, somebody just texted me. Oh, it's just me, Lacunas. I told her not to text me while I'm streaming. Seriously, gosh. You know, probably all should be on the Voodingo card. But how do you write that? Do you write he, her, he, her, he, her? I don't know. You know, maybe I'll just grab this. Make this my level 28 episode of Voodu Warlock 22. I don't know. I don't feel like there's a good one for me to do at this level. You know, and the next level it's just gonna be boom. You know, oh, look who it is. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. We have a special visitor. Yes, it's Molly. Yes, it's this is number 2. Okay, I'll take the glasses off. I know they're getting in your way. Yes, I know. I know. Right. She's very enthusiastic about licking my face. This is Molly, everybody. If you don't know her, she's a 12-year-old miniature poodle. Used to be my mom's, but my mom passed away, so now she's mine. She's very sweet, and she loves to chase squirrels and eat food and lick my face. And she really steals the show around here. She even has her own emote. That's what she looks like when she's got a haircut, but she hasn't had a haircut in a while. Not the neck, that's creepy. Save it for the fans only page. We do that on the fans only page. We just keep it to like the forehead and the side of the face, you know, on Twitch. But on the fans only page, you know, we really get wild. And if you want to check that out, that's XXX Big Booty Babe 6969 every weekday, 11:30 p.m. Eastern. Oh, I'm hers. Okay, you're getting creepy. You want to say hi to everybody? Hi, everybody. Hey, I'm a dog. Yeah, that was very nice of you. You done? Okay. I think she's done. In fact, the big camera feature is, you know, was largely just for her. It's a collectible. Right away, maybe? Maybe not. Yeah, there it is over there. If you've never done this one before, it's a very popular quest to do while epic leveling because it's huge XP first time. But you're going to want to be careful. Lots of places to fall down here. I'll even show you something that some of you probably didn't know about in this one. You fall down, you die. Okay? That's it. You're just dead. Not in real life, though, just in game. Alright, I'll even show you. There's a hidden snowman in here. I know if you've seen me stream this before, I've showed you. But, you know, I don't stream this one very often. Anyways, it does remain a very popular quest to do. Some people like to have an opener. That means they keep someone flagged, you know, just so they can, you know, let others in. Because you do have to be flagged to... Someone has to be flagged. So this is another quest where, like, as long as, like, anybody in the party's flagged, you can get in. So people like to have an opener, just like with Shadow Crypt. You know, the opener joins the party, somebody enters, and then the opener drops. And then as long as somebody's in it, anybody else in the party can enter. This one is Monster XP the first time. And just in case you've been living in a cave or, you know, maybe away from the game for a long time, this is not an hour-long quest like it used to be when it first came out. You know, it's going to be done pretty quickly. You know, this can be like a 15-minute quest or less if you're fast about it. Either way, even if it's a half an hour, it's still really good XP. 5 potions of wonder. Is it over here? Yes. See that down there? Look. See? There's a snowman. Ha-ha! See him down there in the corner? Yep. Who didn't know that was there? Come on, I want to hear from you. You fall down there, you die. Jabberwookie didn't know. I Love Goat didn't know. Guacamole didn't know. And good afternoon, welcome Guacamole. Well, thanks for saying. I appreciate that. You know, I love to show even just silly little things like that on the stream. Somebody is seeing it for the first time. You know, that's awesome. Knowing stuff. You can too.
Ambush! Incoming!
Cation, thanks for the raid. Good afternoon and welcome to you. Cation, party of 5. Your table is ready. Would you like to start with an appetizer or perhaps a glass of wine? We are serving dinner. I'll get you some menus, and your server will be with you shortly. Welcome, Cations viewers. Somebody else is texting me now. What is going on here? Now it's Taylor Swift. You know, she's like, oh, did you hear I won some awards at the AMA? Now will you go on a date with me? I'm like, Taylor, I don't want to go on a date with you. Jeez, oh, Pete's. Last thing I need is you making a song about me. Come on. It's nothing to do with how many awards you've won. And now we gotta break down these flight pillars here. And there's gonna be lots of mobs on this glacier, and those Netherese mages do respawn. So there's not a lot of value in spending time killing them because they just respawn right away. But you know, if you get a nasty champion, it can be worth killing it because when it respawns, it probably won't be a champion, and I'd rather have a non-champion one, especially if it's a some bad combination where it just hurts too much. I didn't know 2 years ago. Does that count? No. And this quest, this end fight is just notoriously bad with the purple stuff and the purple and the pink stuff. Like somebody at Turbine back in the day was like, well, we got to think of a way to represent Shadowfell visually for our players. Anybody got any ideas? Yeah, I got an idea. How about we blind our players in the Shadowfell? I love it. Let's do that. That'll really feel immersive if we blind our players. Well, good afternoon and welcome. December 3rd is your 2-year badge. That's right around the corner, dude. That's awesome. You gotta kill all these ice elementals too. Maybe I should like grab the aggro of all this stuff and do my job and let them beat down this pillar. This is just, you know, the difficulty of this is just nothing like it used to be. This was a real, you know, this was the capstone quest to the whole expansion. There was no raid with this expansion. Okay, this was it. This was the big finale, and this was a big, big drawn-out fight back in, you know, 2013 when this came out. But by today's standards, it's no big whoop, you know? I mean, that's 9 years old, you know? This was created back in, like, the DDO Stone Age, or at least the Bronze Age, you know? This was, like, the Bronze Age of DDO, I'd say, you know? And bronze isn't a very strong metal, so it just doesn't hold up, you know? That's why they don't make stuff out of bronze anymore, you know? Unless it's, like, ornate. You know what I'm saying? Oops, I don't need to be beating on that guy. Let's see, did we already do the flying pillar? Let's see. Shrieking eels, and, oh yes, here we go. Got some, ice out. Oh, that counts as a, that was a, it was a quick one, but that was a Princess Bride reference. And I think that's on today's Voodingo card. Ah, here we go. Yes, let's blind our players. That's great. I'd like to do that. Can I see a mock-up? Yes. What I'm going to do is, I'm just going to, as a quick mock-up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this screenshot and then pour Pepto-Bismol over it so you can't see anything but the Pepto-Bismol. Oh, this is fantastic. Let's do that. See, somebody thought this was a good idea at one time. And somebody approved this. That's, you know, and yeah. This is great. I hope whoever made it isn't watching now crying. They're just like, I hate you, Voodoo. I'm sorry, it's funny to me. You gotta laugh about it. Right. Right. Oh, that happens all the time, right? You can't see the holes in the floor, you fall and die. Doogie wants the first edition player's handbook. Yeah, no problem, man. Tell you what. Yeah, I could do it right now, actually. There's no need to wait. Let me get. There you go, sir. I think it was, because I remember Humble doing the Monster Manual 2, and he was worried that that was going to take down the Fiend Folio. Either way, all those books have had enough face time. They've been up there all day. They've been up there for 8 hours. Guys, double overtime is over. It's triple overtime, baby. Welcome to it. Ah, yes, it's been a minute since we've had triple overtime. In fact, on the morning show? Yeah, it's been probably a good few weeks, I'd say. Since we've had triple overtime, baby. Yeah. It's got a special flavor. Triple overtime. That's not your mama's overtime, you know? This is home-cooked overtime. It's organic. Never genetically modified. Made with the finest ingredients. Alright, where are we at now? We're not. Are we beating on this guy now? I don't even know. I have a negative level. Have we been in there that long that my death ward ran out? I have more negative levels. Come on. That's what, Oh, it is time to kill him. Sweet. Just jump off the side. You don't have to die. Just jump off to the lower level stuff. I used to think you had to, like, jump all the way off and die years ago. But I feel like I was with someone not too terribly long ago that did that. Did you have dice back there with those books and modules? I don't. My master mazes, my miniatures, and my dice are all downstate. I used to have some dice as part of the display at a different place that I lived. Wait, what did I just get? Guess nothing. I don't know. I saw something stuck out in my eye, but it didn't look like it was anything. And there goes the top of the glacier, flying like the Millennium Falcon into a mountain. And boom, breaking apart. That was the big finale for this whole expansion right there. Done. And then it rains ice shards. 353,000 XP. That is with a 10% pot. Damn it, Jim, my 20%er ran out. And that's first time on R1.